Hi everyone, welcome back to Alcove Health Women's Clinic. My name is Sherry, I'm the Client Relations Manager, and today I'm here in the clinic with Meg, one of our registered nurses, and we're talking about pregnancy and miscarriage today, specifically pregnancy test. So Meg, for a home pregnancy test, what exactly does it detect?
So the home pregnancy tests these days are pretty accurate, and what they do is they detect the hormone HCG in your urine. And so they only are going to detect the presence of that hormone. Is it there or is it not? It doesn't tell you the level,
Okay.
But it does tell you the presence of that hormone, which would indicate pregnancy.
Okay, so for the woman out there who's wondering, but what does it tell me about a miscarriage? What would you say to that?
Yeah, so that can be a complicated question because if you have had several positive pregnancy tests in the recent past, and now all of a sudden it's negative, and that's accompanied by some symptoms like cramping or bleeding, low back pain that is continual, that could be suggestive of a miscarriage. But in the end, a home pregnancy test cannot accurately detect a miscarriage.
Okay, so when I say, could a pregnancy test detect a miscarriage, the answer is no, but that doesn't mean you won't get a positive pregnancy test.
Right, yes. So once a miscarriage happens, then your body's HCG levels are going to gradually decline over time. And it's kind of hard to know what kind of time frame we're looking at. It depends on how far along you were in your pregnancy, what type of pregnancy it was, things like that. But it's going to take a couple of weeks for those, for the HCG hormones to no longer be present. So sometimes your tests are still going to pop up positive, even though the pregnancy is no longer viable.
Okay, and so we do hear from women who say, I've got a positive pregnancy test. I know I have to make a decision. I want to go ahead and get an abortion. And that's what our question is this week. The question is, I want an abortion. Do I need to rule out a miscarriage first?
Yes, the answer is yes. It's important that you know whether this pregnancy is viable. For your reproductive health, it's going to be part of your history forever. So you need to understand if your body was able to carry this pregnancy, or maybe your body has already made the decision and that is no longer a viable pregnancy. In which case, a miscarriage would be treated very differently by your physician. And that's an abortion decision that you didn't have to make.
Right.
So it really is valuable to get this information ahead of time and to slow down a little bit. You don't have to rush to a pregnancy decision.
Right. And Meg, we're not just talking about possibilities. We've seen women who've come in who've thought, I want an abortion, and then they find out they are already in the process of a miscarriage. And there's a relief because they knew the weight of making an abortion decision. And now as they go on with their lives, they're not looking back thinking they made an abortion decision. They are knowing that their body made a miscarriage decision.
Exactly, exactly. And it is kind of remarkable how women like that, when they find out they're miscarrying, sometimes they're quite sad.
Right.
And so there are a lot of emotions involved in this whole decision. So again, another reason to slow down and get some more information, not to rush into it.
Right, and so if you're in the local area and you're thinking, I have a positive pregnancy test, time to make a decision, we want to encourage you to go to our end screen, find our website, and request an appointment. You can come in here, and with one of our registered nurses like Meg, you can get a lab-grade pregnancy test to make sure your test was correct, but also an ultrasound, which will help identify if the pregnancy is progressing, and then you'll have the information you need to make your next decision. All of our services are free and confidential, so we love serving our community. Reach out today. We're happy to help.
Yeah.
Thanks, Meg.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.